Oh shit, we're live.
What's up, guys? It's Sexpot Radio. I'm December.
And I'm Jenny Kush.
Jenny Kush.
Around the table, I'm Matt.
Oh, we got it.
You're Brooke. You can say hi.
Hi, Brooke. She's doing
She can pipe in with some silly shenanigans.
She's doing our photography.
We have our photographer here from Brooklyn Bliss Photography.
Sick. Rock and roll. So, today's Tuesday.
We're doing
and we're
a
about
show.
to get crazy about sex and pot.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite things.
All right.
Yep.
Here we are.
And chicken.
So we've been gone the last couple of weeks. Been some health issues. Jenny Kush was stuck in Montana.
Yes.
We brought her home, and all is well.
I'd like to thank everyone that participated in bringing me back home.
Right.
High fives.
I was a little stressed when I was told that I could come back home, and then had no way home.
We took up a collection plate for Jenny Kush.
Yep. And it worked out great.
Excellent. I'm stoked that you're here, and I'm stoked that one of the reasons that you are here is that you made that online petition, and you had hundreds of people sign it.
We had 228 signatures when it was all said and done. I had 25 letters from friends. I actually had a gentleman who had ran for senator in Colorado even write a letter.
So that's
awesome.
Excellent. So the power of the people, right?
For sure.
Here we are. It's really working.
Yep.
And I had some people be like, "Should we even sign it? Is it gonna help?" Like,
It helped.
Yes.
They looked at me and they're like, "How did you get this many signatures?" And I was like, "Well, I know a few people, just a couple."
There's a couple around there. Okay, so today on the show we're gonna talk about a couple of different things. We have the Santorum porn. Wait, not the Santorum porn. I don't mean that. I mean
That would be awesome.
The
Lord, it's hot
Santorum anti-porn.
Yes. So
Boo.
somebody who's running for president of our country is anti-porn, and I think that he has no chance in hell now. It could be me. We got a couple of stories, but let's talk about this one first.
That's not really the reason he's not getting my vote, though. There's
a
many
lot of
things that go into
reasons,
that.
but that's just another pusher.
Yeah.
I think that's the last straw. Like, you gotta be
There was
kidding
many
me.
last straws for that dude, though.
Right.
But that one's just like, really?
Didn't he win?
You don't beat off, bro? Be real.
Right.
Be real.
Didn't he win here, though? Did he not
Yup.
like, the whole thing?
Here in Colorado.
What happens?
You got me, dude.
What happens if this man becomes our president?
Probably the same thing that's happening now.
Sucktown?
Yep.
$4 a gallon?
I was
Which,
probably going to go back
by the
5
way,
or some
hurt
shit.
so effing bad when I filled up my tank today. I'm so mad at America.
Dude,
I'm so
punch
mad.
in the dick, dude. It's terrible.
Like, we're at war. There are 1.5 million homeless people in our country, and our gas is $5 a gallon.
Right.
And yet we can occupy hundreds, thousands? Is it thousands? Maybe it's thousands. I don't know. Of other countries.
Well, it's really sad that our gas is that high when we're drilling so much oil here right now.
Right.
Are we drilling here now?
Oh, we're at
Well, other than the
Montana
small
and
ones.
North Dakota. Like, they're saying that the town that I came from in North Dakota, which used to be only about 2,000 people, will be about the size of Dallas within the next 10 years.
Jesus.
It's everywhere. I think they said that last count they had about 5,000 oil rigs going.
What?
They're raping Mother Earth. That's all they're doing there. And they're greedy. And
Without the mattress.
Exactly.
That's some
No
bullshit,
rape
dude.
mattress.
No rape mattress. No fun.
It's crazy.
It's like the back of a Volkswagen.
Sorry. Oh, uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. I love it.
JK.
A little Mallrats reference goes a long way. Okay, so let's talk about Santorum. You want to read that story for me?
Absolutely. We have a story here from the Huffington Post in Los Angeles. The U.S. porn industry's movers and shakers accused Republican presidential candidate Rick Santorum on Monday of pandering the conservative voters when he vowed to crack down on their business if elected. In a statement posted on his website, Santorum said that the United States is suffering a pandemic of harm from pornography, which he said has been shown to produce brain changes in children and adults, cause the destruction of marriages, and contribute to prostitution and violence against women. Santorum offered no evidence to back up all of these assertions. Stephen, who runs...
Right? No evidence.
Right, absolutely no evidence that this happened, but, you know...
Like, what is...
Okay, so he says the
Was there
destruction
not-
of marriages.
Was there not prostitution before there was TV?
Yeah, it's the oldest profession in the world.
Well, hello.
Like, prostitution and pornography are two different things.
Right, but
Entirely.
he's saying that it's increasing the amount of prostitution.
No. It's decreasing the amount of rape we have in our country. Let's talk
Exactly.
about that. Let's talk about how violent sexual crimes are down like 80%, something
I have
like
no
that.
idea.
Yeah.
Something like
Sound
80%.
drop out again, Chris.
We have no sound. Come back.
Show me your
Come back, sound.
processes on the
We're working out the
computer,
kinks,
graph.
folks, so bear with us.
So it'll be okay if I go. "Ugh."
The next step.
That'll help.
That's the male perspective from our...
Sounds like home.
Right.
Santorum, dude, what is his deal, man?
What?
There's no love with that guy.
Who?
Fucking Santorum, man. I'm not into it.
I don't understand
I gotta say something like,
how you can have a podium that is so tall and so many people are looking at you,
are we
Right.
and yet, yeah, are people
The
listening?
audio is jumping back and forth.
Who knows?
People are listening,
Um,
the audio is jumping back and forth.
We'll upload it, right? We can upload the
Yep.
whole thing. Okay. So if you're listening, bear
Is
with
the
us.
audition
If not,
still on, buddy?
right.
Yeah, and I'm recording now.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you have
Oh, excellent.
this.
Everyone can hear me belch.
This.
Oh,
we,
we can edit it.
whatever. Fuck it. This is what it is.
Right? We wagon wheel this way.
Somebody who has such a huge voice in our culture say
Right.
so many baseless, claims and still be able to talk like he's
Right.
being able to talk. It's not right. Like,
He's brought absolutely no evidence to the table saying that porn is hurting anything. And what business
profound
of his
brain
what
changes.
business of the government is it what we watch in our homes? Like
They
For
want to.
real.
They want to know. They want to know what you put in your body. They want to know what you look at.
they really
They
don't want
wanna
to know. Scarred for life.
They think they
Oh,
want to
jeez.
know. But that's the thing. Like they want to control what we do with our
Exactly.
bodies, which is, I see people come into the shop all the time, and I can't ever talk to them about like why they need a test or anything like that. But
Right.
they come in and they talk. They're disheveled and their shoulders are hunched and they're coming in because they have to somehow pass a drug test. And
Right.
I'm looking at them like, God damn, you should work at a glass shop. But
Right.
everybody has to protect their own livelihoods from governmental intrusion, which is
Oh, for
so
sure.
fucking bizarre, especially with our sex life.
Absolutely.
How dare you? Like, how
Exactly.
dare you? You will not be a president in this country.
I don't know, dude.
And
he's got some backing. I think it's just talking shit. I mean, let's be real. Obama 4 years ago talked some shit he didn't really mean, and look how things turned out for him. Same
Right.
deal. It's all rhetoric. I think it's all just dumb shit. I think it's for old people to be like, oh yeah, no porn. I'm sick of my kid getting viruses all over my computer. I'll support that guy.
What is
Like,
that kid gonna do,
The mental
though?
processes of thinking that's a good idea have to be so minimal and so dumb, to be like, oh,
So
fuck
he's a perfect
yes,
president, right? So
Oh, he's
somebody
perfect,
can
right.
stand behind
Yeah.
him and hold the strings.
right?
And
It's more like fist
But
up
this
the
is
ass.
just gonna bring
Fist up
SOPA
the
back
ass.
and all that,
right.
And it's not the government's business what our kids
No.
are doing on the computer. It's our business, and as parents, you need to take control of that instead of asking the president to take control of
Fucking
it.
A, right?
If you're not watching your kids, shame on you.
Then you shouldn't be a parent.
Well, like,
Like, I mean, kids do things, but like if your kids are downloading tons of porn, you need to monitor.
I think
that.
you have to have a conversation with that little fella
right.
and be like, listen, bro, we don't need this much variety in the house. You know what I mean? Like,
I was on.
here's my folder. Here's my stash. Let's
Right?
get together. Let's talk about this.
Do not share the
No,
folder
no,
with
no.
your children.
Of course not. But
It's just a bad idea. Well, who am I to judge? Like, if that's your method of sex education, then that's your
yeah,
method.
by all means, you know, it's a little bit graphic, but
Right.
whatever. These kids got to know. It's either that or they're gonna figure it out themselves, or from their disgusting ass friends at school.
Right?
And let's be real.
They're
I
disgusting.
had disgusting friends. I don't know about y'all.
We all had disgusting friends
Right, exactly.
as kids.
So, fucking hey, talk to your kids about beating off, especially about porn.
Exactly.
Fuck having the government saying, no, let's just not do that.
Why is it we're looking to the government to solve these issues?
I don't think we're looking to the government at all.
No.
I don't think anyone.
The government's
asks for
trying to
that.
make us look to them.
Yeah, no, there's
They
you know.
feed us lithium and
Here's the
and
food you're supposed to
Right.
eat.
fluoride in
you
the
know.
water, so we're complacent.
Right.
And
Here's the water you drink.
Yeah.
You know.
Be docile.
Here are the rules. Like, yeah, exactly.
we got this.
Here you go.
We
Fuck
got
you.
it. It's all
We'll
under
tell
control.
you. We'll tell
Rick
you what's put in your
Santorum.
bodies.
Not a fan of porn.
No, and
That's fucking tragic, dude. Because you know what? It's awesome, and that guy's life would be exponentially better with porn.
I can't. I don't
Without-
believe
than
for a
without porn.
second that he's a man that doesn't watch porn.
He just hasn't watched the right
Maybe it's
porn.
been so long, I have no idea what it's like to be without. I go fucking crazy. I heard a comedy bit once, which is why the T-Rex is no longer around, because he couldn't touch his dick. You know, he had like the tiny hands. Really? Right? And he was just raging all day.
I'm gonna eat something.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, that's what happens. If you don't beat off, here's the PSA for the day. If you don't beat off, you're going to be extinct. Or you're just going to rage and bite people's heads off and be a dick.
I think there's some validity to that, though.
I'm an idiot.
That's
Well,
where the
there's-
aggression comes
Right,
from.
right,
It's
right.
not from the porn that you're watching. It's
Not at all.
not being able
it's
to
like
watch
Right,
it.
not at all.
not having
Porn does
enough
not
alone
cause aggression.
time. Not getting.
I mean,
the
can
house to
either of you
yourself,
really
right.
say you've been sitting and watching porn going, I want to go knock over a 7-Eleven. Shit.
Right
And
now.
Yeah.
You know,
There's some
become
aggression
racist,
there, but-
racist for some reason. You know, sexist. No, it doesn't happen. It doesn't work that way. Fuck you, dude. It's getting me hot.
It's just a matter of not letting the government control
Yeah,
what we
don't
look
fuck
at.
with your shit.
Exactly.
Like that's what they want to do. They want to control what we look at,
Make your decisions, bro. Be cool.
right?
Don't hurt anybody while doing it, and live your fucking life.
All right. So when we
Rick,
come
I love
back,
you, dude. Shut the fuck up.
shut the fuck up. When we come back from the break, we're gonna talk about Sex Week at Harvard University.
Oh snap.
The law offices of Edson, Maiden, and Matz provide criminal defense, medical marijuana defense, and advice about setting up and running medical marijuana centers, optional premises cultivation operations, and infused product manufacturing businesses throughout Colorado. With offices in Denver and Aspen, we can offer assistance throughout the entire state of Colorado. Give us a call at 303-831-8188. That's 303-831-8188. Or visit us online at warrenedson.com.
Hi, this is Teresa with Medical Alternatives Clinic. Anytime you come to see us, you will see the same local doctor, Bruce Reimers. We stay up to date and in compliance with all state laws and regulations. We have Monday through Friday appointments with one Saturday clinic a month. Notary on site that can help you with your paperwork. We also have 2 convenient locations to serve our patients, one in Colorado Springs and one in Pueblo. If you have any questions or would like to make an appointment, please call us at 719-246-0393. That's 719-246-0393.
Are you a medical marijuana patient or interested in finding out how to become one? Contact Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. Conveniently located on Hamden and Tamarack in the Whole Foods parking lot behind Proof of the Pudding. Mile High Wellness offers a wide variety of edibles, hashes, and some of Colorado's top strains. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. 3525 South Tamarack, Suite 110, on the corner of Hamden and Tamarack. 720-382-8516. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern.
Oh, that's the bomb.
Right?
Sexy shit.
I'm pretty sure
Genuine knew
I
what was
lost
up.
my virginity to this song. Sorry.
There are many babies in to the world right now because of this too.
Right?
Thank you, Genuine.
Well, welcome back
Holla
to
at your boy.
Sexpot Radio with Jenny Cush, Huntress December, Matthew Orloff. Are we using your last name? What's
You can use my last name. You could just call me Matt. You can call me Matty.
on this jam?
You could moan it like my text tone.
He's got a text.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I get a
Anytime he
text.
gets a text message, Maddie.
Oh, that's hot. I'm gonna have to re-record that because that was pretty good. That was
Right.
good. Anyway,
All right, so Sex Week at Harvard University. Here we go. I wish I went to Harvard. It was bound to happen. Harvard, one of the oldest, most highly esteemed universities in the nation, has launched, well, Sex Week. That's a week of classes devoted to teaching students about hooking up on campus, slut pride, and the art of the dirty talk. Can we
Say what?
sign up for that?
what?
I know. Can we
Is
go?
there an
The
online
art,
course?
The art of
You
the
have to
dirty
actually
talk?
go to Harvard to go to
I
these
think so.
classes. I want to go.
I was always under the impression that all the Ivy League stuff is real conservative.
Well, I now want to go
Is
to
Harvard
Harvard.
Ivy
You
League?
know they're getting
Maybe I'm
down.
crazy. Dude, all of them do. Let's
Smoking
be real.
weed, having sex. Everybody's doing it.
Yep,
Absolutely.
I'm into it.
So Yale.
So they have a fuck week, which is great. You know, what is there to be learned there?
Well, okay. So the student organized event at student organized. There you go.
Is it student organized?
Yes.
Sick.
Event at Harvard aims to provide a mix of sexual health topics like talking to your doctor about sex to an entire seminar devoted to the female orgasm. High five.
Oh, hell yeah.
Legal topics like the ethics of porn and what constitutes affirmative consent, i.e., how much alcohol is too much. Those all round out the program. Still, given. Sorry, these are all opinions. So, yeah, Sex Week at Harvard.
That's awesome. They should basically
Classes.
boil it all down to this is how you dissolve your ego for purposes of sex.
Smoke some weed.
Right?
That's what it's
Fuck,
about.
right?
You can't.
Absolutely.
There's
dissolve
your
ego.
solution. Bang.
According to the website, Harvard's Sex Week intends to promote a week of programming that is interdisciplinary, thought-provoking, scholastic, innovative, and applicable to student experiences in order to promote a holistic understanding of sex and sexuality. So let's talk about this. We're talking about education, sex education.
All I heard in that entire sentence was weed. Because it does every single one of those things. Right? Am I wrong?
No, I
you
don't-
girls know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
I think that's why we're doing a show about sex and weed, because they go so hand in hand. Like it's this asshole's on his phone.
No, I'm turning it off.
Over there
Keep
on
talking.
his phone,
Don't worry
trying
about
to
it.
Make it moan and stuff.
Right? I'm just gonna ignore you guys. I'm gonna sit in the corner. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at
He
me.
kind of wants us to look at him, though, I think.
Yeah, I think when a guy says "Don't look at me," they want you to
Yep.
look.
Step one.
Just roll your eyes and walk away.
Yeah, that's actually true. Turn those cameras this way too. Like, forget the girls. Everyone was. Anyway,
Creepy.
this
You're
is derailed.
creepy and weird.
so Harvard's cool. A real scholastic.
Yale's been doing it
sex
since
thing,
2002. So
Since
Wow.
2002.
so let's give big ups to Yale
Yeah.
because I think this
Or wait,
is
wait,
so
wait, wait,
fun.
wait. Back it up. Harvard.
Mm-hmm.
Harvard. You said Yale.
Yeah, Yale has been doing
Harvard
it
just
since
started.
2002.
Okay,
Harvard
okay.
is
I'm stupid.
get with
Everyone's
the
getting on the
program.
boat. That's
get
awesome.
get on my level. Yeah, like I would go to a class that would tell
Yeah.
us the art of the dirty talk.
Is it a class or is it extracurricular?
class.
It's a
It's
class.
class.
The students have put it together. They're organizing it, but
Yeah, but there's classes, there are workshops.
I could teach a class
Bless
on dirty
you.
talk.
Bless you again. Yeah?
Yeah.
Call up Harvard and Yale. Be like, dude,
She's
I
gonna
got you on
teach
this
me.
one.
I
Fire
got
me
it.
Up. You know, I'll take care of y'all.
Oh, I love it. So let's talk about sex ed. Did you have sex ed in class in school?
I did have sex ed in school, but it was really. I can
Basic.
tell you right now that it did not prepare me for anything in the real world.
What would you teach in sex ed?
Gosh. I think I'd be more real about it. Basically, the sex ed that I had really pushed abstinence. It didn't,
Right.
you know, it's like, oh, sex is bad. You don't want to have sex.
There's
and-
legislation out there that people are trying to get so that only abstinence is taught.
Right.
That's like, I mean, really? kids are gonna have sex.
They're
Only
gonna have
abstinence,
sex,
though?
and it's
Yeah.
gonna be that way.
I think it's. I
It's
think
like teaching only from the Bible,
it should be an option,
right?
but not the only
Right.
option.
Absolutely.
right for sure.
I mean, like I
This
was
is the
talking
best
to
way.
December about I was at the clinic with my daughter and she made sure she took condoms with her, and I was, as a parent,
Go
like,
got her.
you don't
Go.
tell her no, you can't take them. I'm like, just make sure you use them, you know.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta teach your kids, man. Like, do not leave it up to the educational system, because they will fuck your kids up, and they will not.
Well, my
Or you
daughter,
just don't know.
my daughter's like, I'm on the pill, and I'm like, that's not the only problem. You
Right.
need to wrap that shit up.
Yeah, like, don't trust anybody.
Exactly.
That's bad. So my thing is, my son, I apparently had. How did I talk about this? Can he hear me? She can't.
No. He can't.
Who cares if we can? we got to do the talk soon anyway,
Right,
sweetheart. We've got the
so
materials prepared.
my
I sent my
son-
daughter the link. She's probably listening right now.
Oh shit.
What's up? Can't wait to meet you. So he had to talk with his dad, and he came to us and said, can you fill in the gaps? That's
Right.
where I'm at. He's a 10-year-old who's incredibly intelligent.
Well, I just asked him. I was like, "Hey man, what did he tell you?" And he told me. I was like, "That doesn't sound like a lot."
That's not
I was like,
everything.
"There's many more things you need to know, brah." And whenever you're ready, I was like, "Me and your mom will sit you down and we'll tell you what's up.
Right.
We'll fill in the gaps."
But how do you do that without...
Embarrassing them.
Right, and here's the thing. I'm going to go in and just be like, you can be embarrassed, but that's ridiculous. Like,
Right.
Nobody's embarrassed here. This is something you need to know about. You need to take care of yourself, anyone else involved.
Right. It's definitely
Health.
something that they shouldn't be embarrassed about, and it needs to be something that your children can come to you about.
Mm-hmm.
In the past generations, people were too ashamed of it to talk about it.
Yeah.
And
That's what I got, and I got pregnant within 3 months
exactly.
of having sex for the first time.
Right.
And, so grateful that I did, because it turned out that, I'm not able to have kids later in life, so I had them very early, which is how it worked out. But that's not always what happens.
Right.
And it took me 10 years of having a child to carry with me to get my life back on track.
Exactly.
Which is something that I don't think that enough people talk about.
I came out of high school in debt because I had a kid in high school.
Woo.
And it's just not
Brutal.
a great way to start out,
Also, I think, it's very simple for these kids. Hey, man, figure out what you want in life. I mean, let's be real. You're going to get curious about sex. That's cool, but you need to protect yourself so that when you do find that person you want to end up with, you're not taking anything along with that. It's not just a pregnancy thing. STDs are fucking rampant, dude.
And you can remove yourself from an otherwise good situation by having something like that makes it impossible
Right.
for someone, no matter how much they love you, to overcome that.
Right.
Let's be real. That's hard to overcome. I've seen it done and I've heard about it, but God, protect your health.
That's the thing. It's not even a faux pas sort of topic. It's just handle your shit. My mom always told me people's drinks, don't drink after someone else. You wouldn't necessarily do that with a sexual partner. So
Right. They always
And let's
told
be-
us as kids not to, don't use somebody else's hairbrush, don't drink out of somebody else's
Right.
cup, but
keep your mouth off the
they
fountain.
didn't push using condoms and stuff. And
Right, but
like-
they're pushing abstinence. They're saying
Right.
just don't do it, which
Which is
not,
okay.
Which is
But they need to
making you
explain why.
want to do it.
Yeah. Well, when I
know?
was a kid, you tell me not to do something, that's immediately what I would go and do.
Exactly.
Because,
Rebels.
yeah, that's who I am. And I think
I'm
that's
with ya.
that's why I like to be so realistic with my kids, because if their mother was like that, they have that gene in them to just
They're gonna be that way.
do whatever the fuck
For
I
sure.
want. Yeah, so, give it to them straight, and I'm so proud of them that they came to us and said, we got some holes in this story. Help us out.
And that's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
I got no problems filling the gaps there.
No beef
and
at all.
I think I don't remember telling him, don't be embarrassed. It's okay to laugh it up. It's funny. It's awesome.
Yeah, let's
you
make
know?
some jokes.
I'm really.
I'll do dick and fart jokes all day long. You know me.
I'm really happy that my older kids, because I have a 10-year-old, an 11-year-old, and then my oldest will be 15 in 2 days.
Happy birthday.
And they're all very open with me about stuff.
That's
I've never
awesome.
really held back on talking to them about different things.
Thug
and
life.
I know, thug life. I can't believe she painted that on her wall.
This 15-year-old. I love it.
My mom's like, I spent 5 hours painting those walls, and I came home an hour later, and there was thug life on the wall. What does it mean? Like, you'll figure it out.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Worry about the other stuff she wrote.
So Harvard, I mean, how do like administrators and shit feel about the Harvard thing? Like, I mean, obviously
I
they're
don't
not
know.
stopping it. It's not like an Occupy thing where the cops are spraying people
Right?
in the dick for doing this thing.
Right.
You know,
That would be horrible.
that'd be really funny though.
Yeah, but isn't it the same skin
Only
that's in your
to
mouth?
me.
Isn't that right? It's like the same.
The same skin that's in your mouth is on your.
Yeah.
It's the same mucus.
Yeah, it's the same,
membranes.
like.
Oh, in the
Maybe
in
not.
the vagina.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because what I feel in my mouth is not. I don't think would be representative of what's on my dick.
We're not
But
talking
ladies-
about, like, teeth and.
Yeah. All right. I'm on board with it.
and fucking.
But
Taste
rock and
buds.
roll, Harvard. That's fucking awesome.
That'd
Harvard,
be
yeah.
crazy.
Taste buds.
You know, they'd be putting it in everything. Like, what's this taste like?
I wonder if it tastes different down there than it does in my mouth.
Suckers, lollipops.
Oh, guys are so gross. I
Yep.
was gonna read another story, but my internet dropped out. So,
What story? What was the premise?
well, I'll tell you about it as soon as my internet comes back.
We'll get to that because that internet is, you know.
Gynecologists aren't talking about sex as much as they should be,
Wait, what? Why is that their job?
because they're
They
a
check out your
sex
junk,
doctor.
dude.
They're a sexual parts.
If they're monitoring
For
your
girls.
sexual parts, they should be
yeah, you should.
educating you on them as well.
You think so?
I think so. Come to me when you get an STD because I didn't tell you how to prevent it.
Right?
Oh, that's not a
fair.
bad
I'll
idea.
clear
That's
it
not a
up
bad
for
idea.
you.
Okay, all right, I'm on board with that. Cover all the
Right, you
bases.
know.
Like, okay, you get it from your parents, you get it from school, kinda in a weird way. Here's your gynecologist. Oh, by the way, this will really fucking hurt if you know you don't protect yourself.
Right. You know, I remember my first time going to the gynecologist, I was petrified, and they're like, lay back, put your feet in these stirrups, and here you go.
Wah, wah.
Speculum. You've seen this?
Speculum.
Yeah, yeah.
Speculum. They're like, this is gonna hurt a little, and I'm like, what are you doing to me? Like, that's cold.
They should give you
just
something.
seems
Are
prehistoric.
we up for a commercial? We're up for a commercial. So let's go to a commercial. And,
All
then,
right.
In a few moments.
And
Let's
then,
do it now, though.
and then I'll read.
Gynecologists that talk to you about
yeah.
your junk.
Yeah.
I'm Gary Johnson, and you're listening to iCannabis Radio, and I want to say, talk it up, Colorado.
Sarah's Medicated Teas. With over 50,000 tea bags sold, Sarah's Medicated Teas have quickly become the most popular and most effective way to medicate without smoking. Our tea bags are made with loose leaf tea and fine hash keef. We separate into sativa, indica, hybrid, and kush medicine bases in 1/3 and 1 full gram strength. Our keef infusion process has a consistent measured dose in each bag. Sarah's Medicated Teas come in 20 flavors. Enjoy them hot or over ice. Sarah's Medicated Teas can be found in 80 MMJ centers across the state of Colorado. Sarah's Medicated Teas. When you need to medicate, it's tea time.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it. On grass. Runongrass.com.
Experience the healing power of flowers at the 2011 Best Meds Competition winner in Colorado Springs. Canna Caregivers off North Academy Boulevard and the Canna Center on Power south of Constitution. Call us at 719-597-6685 or 719-597-9333. Mention you heard this ad on Normal Radio and receive half off any CC concentrate purchase.
Oh my God. I can't remember the last time I heard this song.
I love this song.
All I imagine, oh my god, because you remember I used to do that place in Fort Collins. We could mention them, yeah? Well, first, let's mention something even funnier. Mad Hatter's
Mad Hatters.
Smoke Shop. It's on West Colfax, not East Colfax.
No,
BTW,
West
I
Colfax.
fucked that up last time.
Is that Vi? Is that
Oh,
the beautiful
how it's
Vi?
going.
ringing as I'm walking in the door.
Come on
Found
in.
her on the way there.
Oh shit.
So we got a place
She
for
literally
you
just stepped in.
I
over here.
was starving. I had to stop.
That's
and then,
okay.
of course, because I was in a rush, you know how when you're in a rush, then everything.
Actually, you know what?
Put
Why
it on
don't
the phone.
let's get all the girls on the camera instead of me.
Oh,
You're
is
ugly.
it filmed?
You take this one.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. All the guys with their pants down are just like, do that.
Who's watching the show with their
Fucking
pants
dude on
down?
Pull your pants up.
If all the girls are on the camera, do you want to re-ask that question?
No, I don't.
Right?
All the girls are on the camera right now.
As long as there's no camera on your end shooting it back to us, it's all good. Do whatever you need to
Right.
do.
Okay, so
You're cool.
we're talking about Mad Hatters. We now have another Mad Hatters employee. Jenny Cush works there too.
Yep.
Do you love it?
I love it.
How fun is it to sell
I mean,
glass all day?
How
I got
fun is
Chris.
it to get paid to hang out where you usually hang out?
Right, absolutely. So come into Mad Hatters. We are on 6091 West Colfax.
Yep.
If you are going west on Colfax and you see Casa Bonita, you have gone too far, so turn around about a block. Get up on the microphone. What are you doing?
Shut your mouth. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Why? With the
I
domestic
don't
abuse.
have headphones, woman.
We have
What are
Vi
you gonna do?
here in the studio.
Yes, let's introduce Vi since my
People are
computer is
asking
broken.
who she is.
Vi. Hi.
Vi, V-I,
Welcome to Sexpot Radio.
is
So glad you're
abbreviation for
here.
badass.
Yes. He
Right.
will not call you by your effing name. I can't do anything about it, lady.
We have already had this conversation. You know how I feel about it.
Nobody heard that, actually.
Oh.
We recorded it, but no one heard it.
Okay,
It's unfortunate
well-
because that was an amazing... Maybe we should put that
We
up.
should put it up. Let's
We
put
should
it
totally
up.
put that up.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's
Next
a good
time we
plan.
get two A's
But
to do a
hey,
podcast, we'll throw
you
that one
will
up.
be happy to know that I have officially started the legal name-changing process.
Get the fuck
Now
out.
look at that.
I will not
Paula.
get the funk out of here.
So this is Vi. You are an esthetician,
That's one of my many talents.
right?
Yes.
One of
I
them.
am a skincare therapist at a medical spa, so I basically do laser treatments and skincare all day long. Help and heal people, if you will,
Excellent.
in a different light.
I'm
so happy to see you. I'm so glad you're feeling better.
right. Did I tell you what's going on? We'll talk about it off the air, but it involves mold at our house. So we're
Wait,
getting it
what?
fixed, and we're all
What? No,
What?
let's keep talking about chicks and sex and pot.
Yes.
Yeah.
No one wants to
Anyway,
hear about
sorry,
our
I was
mold
walking
problem at
into
our
a
house.
room.
So
Anyway.
VI's an esthetician. She's awesome at it, and she helps people and rocks her
Yes.
crazy feather earrings.
You know
Oh, boy.
this.
You
know this.
son.
Hey,
So-
and my birthday's tomorrow.
Oh my Jesus! Happy early birthday!
Yeah,
if I
we're
forget.
gonna do something for your birthday, right?
What?
We're doing something for your birthday.
Are you guys gonna come to my party tomorrow?
We will.
Okay, good. You're all invited. Whoever wants
Everyone's
to go.
invited.
Anyway, so yeah, that's what I do as far as a day job. I basically love it just because I get to help and heal people all day long. It's an amazing feeling to be able to bring confidence and light into somebody just through treatments.
Yeah,
you know.
and it's something that really helps, especially. I know when I was at the spa, people don't. It's not that you should rely on your looks, but when you look good, you feel good.
Yeah, and it's
that's-
not even so much that. I mean, it's part of it. Like if you feel like you look good, then of course you're gonna feel better. But it's also just like
I need your
people
computer.
sometimes need that human touch and whatnot.
Absolutely.
You know. But yep, so that's what I do as far as a day job. I am also in the middle of learning how to play the bass guitar.
Oh snap!
These two
Nice.
fingers are numb. Those are the ones. I just realized how awful that just looked.
That's awesome.
And getting back into acting and music and all that. So I just found out from my mom that this commercial I did for, who was it? Now I'm gonna forget.
You were on 9 News, weren't you?
Yeah. Well, I did that one commercial that was on Fox 31.
Oop, Fox 31.
Did
No,
you really?
but this other one, I guess I didn't even know it aired already, but I guess it's been on for like a week and it's on 9 News.
What was the commercial?
Basically, I got paid to speak my mind about how I feel about Colorado healthcare and insurance.
Wow. Exciting.
Bueno.
that
I know
on
you
YouTube
know
anywhere?
I spoke my mind. I was just like, and this is how I feel about it.
That's awesome.
So I guess that's really cool, and I guess they've been playing it a lot because of this whole Obama
Right.
healthcare reform thing.
Oh dear.
So that's cool.
Right.
I know.
Speaking of healthcare,
It needs reformed.
Yeah, the guy it
gynos
does.
should be
It does.
helping out.
The story that
Can you
we
guys hear me properly on
Yeah.
this mic,
Yes,
by the
we
way?
can.
I can hear
Or am
you.
I way, way loud?
I just wish I could see you properly.
Okay.
Let me move over here.
So gynecologist, you got to be in the camera though.
Oh.
That's right there.
Oh.
You good?
Everybody's watching.
Okay, cool.
Don't
We're
be
prepared.
nervous. So
Gynecologists.
gynecologists aren't talking enough about sex.
Okay.
I lost my shit. So go ahead.
Gynecologists aren't talking about sex as much as you'd think. Funny because their entire profession relies on the act, right? But only 40% of OBGYN doctors surveyed ask questions about sexual dysfunction on the regular. Only 29% routinely ask patients about sexual satisfaction, and 28% ask a patient's sexual orientation. Shouldn't they want to ensure their patients have satisfactory sex lives so that they'll create more babies? Giving them more business?
Is
Just
their
saying.
business just babies though? Is that
No,
their business?
that is not totally just their
It's
business.
it's sexual health.
Isn't the world overpopulated anyway? Just saying.
It is, but
Only
I
in
mean,
China.
they should. If they're
But
only
it's-
asking 1 in 3, even their sexual preference, like, isn't that something
Yeah.
that we
That
need
is
to
something
know?
that you should definitely know
Well,
as a
and-
doctor.
For sure. And as a woman, don't you feel like almost like slightly embarrassed or something to talk to your doctor about actual sex? Like when it comes to like something that's going on with you or like a physical, you want to make sure everything's okay. But do you feel comfortable to sit there and talk to your doctor about like if you were having a sexual relationship with somebody and something wasn't right or like you weren't having an orgasm or something like that? Do you feel like
Right.
you'd be comfortable to talk to your doctor about that?
I
Oh,
think
that's
I'm
a great
comfortable.
idea, though.
Yeah, I think I'm comfortable talking to my doctor about anything because I'm like, fuck you. You went to school for this. You have to listen to me.
I can see that about you. Yeah.
We're gonna go through a whole list. Get ready. But I don't know that it's like I don't think that it should be taboo. I don't think that.
I don't think so either, but I, as a woman, feel like it is in a way. And I do feel like it should be a doctor's responsibility to kind of make you feel comfortable to be able to talk about something like that. If they're not bringing it up or even care whether you're gay or straight or whatever, like how is that going to make you feel comfortable to be like, oh, and, you know, I'm concerned about this.
Right. Years ago, I was in the doctor's office and, you know, all done with the exam and everything. She's like, okay, we're done. I want to see you in 6 months. And I'm like, wait, I still have questions. I'm like, I'm having pain when I'm doing this way. And she goes, well, don't do it that way.
Oh my God.
But I like it that
But
way.
I want to do it that way.
I'm like, I really like it that way, and it hurts though now, and it used to not hurt. And she's like, well, I don't know, like maybe it's an STD, like we'll know when we get the results back from your test. And I'm like,
What?
wait a second here, like I'm having extreme pain. We'll come to find out years later, after having my third child, like my uterus had actually like tipped all the way back against my tailbone.
I was going to say your uterus can tilt and there can be
Right.
like, but yeah.
And that's where the issues were coming from, but it was something that I had never experienced before, and it like terrified me.
So
was
what?
like-
So what's the conclusion to this? Like you just can't do
I
it that
had
way.
another baby, and it went back the other way.
Oh, thank God for that. You just can't do it that way.
Is that it? They told me that I could have surgery, but they're like, your insurance won't cover it because it's just a pain issue when you
You're
do
like,
it that way.
Screw it, I'll
I'm
just
like-
get pregnant again and I'll go back to where it was.
Right?
It was like 7 years later, I got pregnant again, and everything was good. And I'm like, sweet.
That's really something that we should be able to talk to our doctors about.
For sure.
I think so.
Is it different for dudes? Like you just got your for the first time. Was it?
I just got a boner for the first time.
You got
Sure.
your.
I hope not.
Prostate check?
Yeah, didn't you just
Oh
get your
yeah.
prostate
I
check?
had a finger in my ass. It was interesting. I mean,
Did
what,
he
what do
make
wanna
you
know
turn
about
your
it?
head and
I'll talk
cough?
about it. No.
That's just the
I
ball
turned on my
check,
side
I
for every
think.
dude that wants to know. I turned on my side and she's like, breathe deep. I'm like, shit. But you know, I was like, I'm here. Fuck it. You know,
Did
Every dude's
Are
gotta
you
go through it at some
A-okay?
point. I'm good. I'm
Yay!
rock and roll. What was the question though?
just that, like, are you comfortable talking with your doctor about your
yeah.
sexual?
I mean, like, I've never, had any problems, like, having pain in positions or anything, but
Right.
my
I
uterus
think
is
it might be a little bit.
My uterus is good.
But, you know what? If I had any issues, for sure, it's strange. Here's the thing. It's strange talking to a kind of a relative stranger that really only knows what they know of you is what your physical body is. They don't know, what you're like, who you are, you know what I mean? So those those kind of personal things about you, I can see why people are just like, dude, that's a little uncomfortable. But I'm always saying, check your ego, talk about some shit, don't be afraid to do it, and just rock it. So for me, no, it wouldn't be an issue.
Just check your ego.
Yeah, just check your ego. Talk about it, man. If you got questions, say, hey, dude, I got a question.
I think that we don't talk about sex enough. And a lot of people have come up to me and been like, why are you doing a sex show? Isn't that kind of putting everything out there? And I'm like, isn't that kind of what I do?
I think it's making other people comfortable with it. I've
Right.
had so many people
As it
message
should
me
do.
with
I hope.
questions.
Yeah.
Emails about, thank you for giving us a
Yeah.
platform to talk about this, something to talk about, strangeness. And is the chat room gone?
Somebody's talking about somebody said that dude is small.
What?
You're little.
He's sitting on the floor.
Oh, you don't even know. These cameras take
He
away
likes
at
it
least.
down under the desk.
Never mind. I'm not even gonna say what I'm about to say. No, I'm sitting next to the desk so that everyone can look at the hot chicks. You're welcome, guys. Anywho,
I say thank you.
yeah.
So
exactly.
What's going on here? Is there a chat room?
There is a chat
I'm
room.
so not clued in.
Oh yeah, we're
girls.
live right now.
We're live,
BTW,
and
we're recording
just,
too. But these little
walk
things,
in
these
and
balls on sticks, those are
everything's
cameras.
completely different than
those
it once was.
those eyeballs are cameras.
I see you.
And this is how it's going to be week to week. We'll have a chat room set up and go live. And then
That's fun.
So what are people saying in the chat room? Not to
They
derail the
told you to
gyno
sit on
topic.
your penis.
What'd they say about my penis?
They said to sit on it.
Sit on it?
Do
I don't know if
push-ups.
that's gonna raise you up or.
Well.
And
there's
they're
not a lot of
talking
room
about
down here.
how you're down under the desk, chilling.
Oh, yeah.
you're in the wrong spot.
No, I'm in the right spot, you fox.
All the rest of you are on top of the desk. Yeah, sitting
Would
on
you rather
your
me
penis.
stand up?
Sitting on your penis
Wouldn't
will make
you
you
rather
taller.
be on top of the desk?
Oh my.
Me to be on top of the desk? I don't think so.
Maybe that was pun intended type of comment.
Right?
Everyone would rather look
We
at
won't go
chicks,
there.
let's be
This is
real.
a sex radio or anything.
Yeah, that's cool. Sitting on my penis.
Where are
like,
we at
what?
for commercial? 5 minutes. Okay. My internet dropped out. I'm sorry to.
So, what are people saying in the chat? Like, anything you guys want to talk about, discuss?
No, yeah. If you guys want to
I'm
discuss
not showing you
something,
my penis.
throw some questions out there for us. We're not gonna make
Night is
Matt
young.
sit on his
Let's just-
penis
no,
over
let's just
here.
put that
Maybe
out there
when he
now.
gets home, takes his pants off, he can sit on it.
Yeah.
I'd say if
Wait,
you see a man's
or
penis,
someone
watch
else.
the
I don't
Thunderdome.
know.
Watch the Thunderdome for Dude Dick. Everybody,
Why do you know
Talk-
about
I don't-
that?
what?
Is a better
Is there
question.
dude
Because
dick
it's
on
happened.
I just threw that out there.
Let it happen. Just
Wow.
ball shots.
Ball
Taps.
shots.
Yeah.
Guys love
That's
doing that to each
fucking
other.
awesome.
Seriously.
Why is that?
They just, I don't know. It's just like the
It's a
man
domination
game
thing for sure.
of let me hit your penis.
Let me slap my balls in your face.
We don't go around flicking each other's nipples like.
I know, right?
You don't.
What is
And girls are some of the most competitive things on the planet,
That's
right?
it.
I do grab certain friends' boobs,
Right?
but,
Yeah,
you know,
Oh,
it's like,
yes,
just
I get-
walk up to them, titty cake.
I get
There's a storm coming.
seriously
Right?
boob grabbed like nobody's business.
Oh yeah. Well, people want to touch them.
I guess so. And apparently, my girlfriends really love to. They're just like, hi.
And you're like, yo, you're too familiar.
It's your greeting.
Do you guys, what was that one movie where he's like, let's play a game? Tune in, Tokyo. Do you know which one? I can't remember the name of the movie, but he's like, go like this. And she's like, oh, okay. He's like, tune in, Tokyo.
I have no idea.
Do you know what movie
man.
that's from? Chris,
No,
do you know
I
what the movie that's
can't.
from?
Do you?
I think
you
it's Revenge of the Nerds. One of them.
oh my
Oh,
God,
that
I think
sounds
you're
familiar.
right.
I bet
I
it
think
is.
you're right.
I haven't
We gotta
seen
get that
for
audio
years.
clip.
for sure.
Right.
We'll find that.
Yeah, we need to find that.
I'll re-listen
For
to this
sure.
and Google that.
Oh, me goodness.
I think that there's
They would like to know in the chat room if anyone makes a cannabis lube. I believe
that's
somebody
a
does.
great idea.
Oh, actually,
Oh my god.
Absorb your weed through your cock
damn.
and
we need to
vagina.
talk.
Oh my
I
god,
heard
please
rumor
tell me
that
that's
somebody's
edible.
coming back.
It's like the flavored lubes.
Right.
You know?
A friend of ours in
Ugh.
Michigan
Shut
may be
up.
returning to
Are we allowed to talk
Colorado.
about it?
I'm not sure yet. He's
Fuck.
trying to talk his
Or-
wife into coming back.
Come back.
Please come back. We need you to make medicated lube.
Or,
I could do
or
lube. I could do
have a
lube.
great
I have
solution
oils
for this
that
entire
probably
thing.
would work.
That
We
is a
can
very
smoke
interesting
cannabis
concept.
We could smoke.
God, I
smoke it.
need to smoke some
We can
Our
smoke
cannabis.
weed.
mouths.
instead of
We
you
can't
know
smoke any on the show. Jimmy Cush
vagina
is-
bumping it.
is-
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But I think there's room for both.
I'm gonna have to give some serious thought to that. I've never really thought about.
And what's the?
Here's your weed, sweetie.
What's the?
But not so much
Also-
as to get high, but you know.
There's also medical.
I
properties
wonder how
to-
that
to
would
help.
stimulate
Yeah,
that
dude,
area,
like,
though.
If you know girls with like endometriosis
We're
or
gonna have
problems like with their lady bits, you know, they're like, hey,
Those lady
this
bits.
is topical. This is topical cream. You know, they
For
give those
sure.
out for gynecologists, right?
Right.
Here's topical creams. This is, you know, this will
Topical
help your, you know, cysts or you know
They're
whatever. Girls
suggesting
have those problems.
they're
It's
suggesting
quite
in
common,
the
right?
chat room that it be high in CBDs, which would alleviate
Fuck
pain.
yeah.
But that
and
may put you to sleep.
What's the problem with that?
after sex, I like
You're
to sleep
having
anyway.
sex.
No
It's
one's
not
going
gonna,
to sleep while
it's
having
not
sex.
gonna activate
If
that
you're
quickly.
falling asleep, you're doing it wrong.
Right.
Let's be real. At that point, you need to put on some porn.
And
So fuck you, Santorum.
if your
Is that the
partner
key?
falls asleep,
Oh, pornography.
Bam.
Fuck you,
Recall.
Santorum. All right, we will talk more about porn and lube and
a little bit about
Cannabis.
prostitution, maybe when
prostitution. We're going to talk about
Hookers.
prostitution when we come back.
Hookers.
we come back. Hookers in Canada.
Hold on to pay the bills. Go.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it on grass. Runongrass.com.
Experience the healing power of flowers at the 2011 Best Meds Competition winner in Colorado Springs. Canna Caregivers off North Academy Boulevard and the Canna Center on Power South of Constitution. Call us at 719-597-6685 or 719-597-9333. Mention you heard this ad on Normal Radio and receive half off any CC concentrate purchase.
The law offices of Edson, Mayton, and Matz provide criminal defense, medical marijuana defense, and advice about setting up and running medical marijuana centers, optional premises cultivation operations, and infused product manufacturing businesses throughout Colorado. With offices in Denver and Aspen, we can offer assistance throughout the entire state of Colorado. Give us a call at 303-831-8188. That's 303-831-8188. Or visit us online at warrenedson.com.
Sarah's Medicated Teas. With over 50,000 tea bags sold, Sarah's Medicated Teas have quickly become the most popular and most effective way to medicate without smoking. Our tea bags are made with loose leaf tea and fine hash keef. We separate into sativa, indica, hybrid, and kush medicine bases in 1/3 and 1 full gram strength. Our keef infusion process has a consistent measured dose in each bag. Sarah's Medicated Teas come in 20 flavors. Enjoy them hot or over ice. Sarah's Medicated Teas can be found in 80 MMJ centers across the state of Colorado. Sarah's Medicated Teas. When you need to medicate, it's tea time.
What's up, guys? It's Sexpot Radio. We're back. Looking at titties and bacon.
Yeah, we had
Titties and
titties
bacon.
covered in bacon.
Post that
like,
link up in the chat.
I have all these tabs open.
Right.
Oh, just Google bacon bikinis, everyone. Like,
Why were you
images.
Googling it? I saw you
I
post on
wanted bacon
Facebook
today.
about bacon.
I thought bacon covered titties would be great. Oh no.
Fuck yes.
Right?
You never know. Like,
The
the world of Jenny Kush. Sorry.
second two greatest things,
Crazy.
maybe tits and bacon.
God
Love
only
it.
knows what tabs are open on my computer. Hopefully Santorum doesn't get a hold of it.
Just don't leave your Facebook
It's
open.
part of our job to look at sex topics all day,
Right.
and talk about sex all
Now
day.
that's some research. Kate.
Right.
I was
So-
doing research for the show while I was up in Montana, and I came back and had a virus on my computer. Had to have things fixed again.
Pornography
That means
is
you were
not
doing it well.
research for the show.
I
It
don't know
doesn't
what
count.
happened. I had all these tabs just opened up all of a sudden, like 20 of them. I was like, oh crap. I got a cold.
Part of the job. Part of the job.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna talk a little bit about prostitution, which the Ontario just came down with a bunch of new laws, right?
Yeah, Ontario, Canada has changed their laws on prostitution. Basically, it's their laws are becoming more protective of their prostitutes. Hookers can hire bodyguards starting next month, and it prohibits anyone, including pimps, security personnel, anyone like that, from profiting on another person's sexual act.
So it's only the women.
prostitute can make the money, but the pimps can't be hooked up on it.
But they can hire somebody to.
They can hire someone to protect
To work
them,
the
and they can
books.
pay them
Hold
for
on.
protection.
Isn't that the pimp's job anyway? Like, he does the man shit. Like,
Do
take
I
out
think
the garbage,
sometimes
do
the pimps
books.
are the one that do the most damage to the women?
Yeah.
You know, and they're forcing them into sexual acts that they don't necessarily want to do.
Some of them, sure.
Right. You
Probably.
know, and so
I'm sure
And
that
without
the
the
spread of it
without the
exists.
protection of laws like this, and like here where prostitution is just illegal, we
Right.
don't have those protections. We don't have the ability to, take care of these people who have chosen to do this for their job. Which I'm not saying, by any means it's what you
it's
should
maybe
do with
not
your life.
the best profession, but it's supply and demand. People
And it's
people
something-
want sex,
yeah.
they can't get it somewhere else. They need to get it somewhere.
Yeah, you need.
And okay, they're
money.
paying for it. At least they're not out raping someone because they can't get it somewhere else.
I think with
You know?
two consenting adults who know what they're doing, they should be protected with these laws that will, make people like the Bunny Ranch in Vegas that you have to
Right.
get tested. You have to, There's all these rules and regulations to it, but that protects these women who have chosen to do that,
Right.
and doesn't allow for people to be, herded into this profession as a young girl.
Right.
That's where we have a real problem, is the human
Right.
trafficking. And I think that they're using logic up there and saying,
For
this is
sure.
happening anyway. Let's do something to...
So that we can protect the women that are doing it, or the men that are doing it. They got guys out there doing that shit too. They're also, within the next year, brothels will be legal in Ontario. And that is just basically to prevent women from having to do these sexual favors in secluded areas. Now they're able to bring it into a place where they can do it in private and not risk their own lives by having to take off down the street in a car with somebody that they don't know, and some dark alley somewhere, when bad things could happen.
What's your take on prostitution?
I don't really feel like I have a solid nor here nor there about it. I don't say that I particularly agree with it, but I mean, it's everybody for their own. Like, I'm not going to judge somebody because they are doing it, because judgment in general is just retarded, but judgment is retarded. Don't do it. That's not a judging statement. I don't know. I just feel like I personally could never imagine selling myself and my body for profit. So therefore, I don't really have a whole lot to say.
But
about
somebody's choice to do that.
It's anybody's choice to do it.
And we know that there are, I couldn't even put a number on it, plenty of people who have chosen that as their profession.
I'm sure.
Should we protect them with these regulations, or should we turn a blind eye?
They need to be protected. They need to be educated. They need to be tested for STDs. I know that there's countries where it's mandatory for prostitutes to be tested every 6 months for STDs, and that's not only to protect them, but to protect the public. Your boyfriend goes out, hires a prostitute one night, comes home with some STD. You don't know where he
I
got
hope
it
that's
from.
not my
you know?
boyfriend.
Right?
That's
But
my
you know what I
boyfriend.
mean.
Yeah, and you don't
I
know.
mean, at the
could-
end of the day, like, protection in general for people who are putting themselves out there like that is obviously more. I don't even know what the word is I'm looking for here, but obviously you want somebody to be protected regardless.
Right.
Like, we all turn a blind eye to that every single day.
Well,
It
I
happens
think-
here, I'm sure, but it's just like it is a very can be a very violent industry, and I feel like if you can hire a freaking security guard while you're doing that, then why not? you know?
Right.
Right, and now, and the whole thing is with their law, they're making it illegal to solicit sex out on the streets. You have to do it in these common areas where prostitutes are. So you're in a protected environment. You can hire a bodyguard or an escort to take you to the guy's home, say, you know, if you're not doing it in the brothel, but it makes it a little safer. You're more public, and
Yeah.
No,
you know.
let's be devil's advocate here for a second. Like, I mean, we could all, since with our stance on cannabis, we're all for less government. Am I right?
right.
Is this one of the areas that would be a good thing? Is there any sort of other view for like, no, this is a terrible thing? Like, how could this ever go wrong? Like, it sounds awesome. It sounds great. You know, but
I think
obviously we don't like government making laws to police us and worry about our shit. But in this particular instance,
This
sounds
is
like
where
a
the
serve and
police
protect
are
sort of thing.
actually protecting. This is the serve and protect. This is the protect that they're supposed to be doing.
Right.
And it's.
Is there just any way for this to go
I think it's-
horribly awry?
We know it's the oldest profession out there.
Sure.
We know that it's gonna happen. So maybe it is like something that needs to be regulated or something that needs to be allowed so that certain regulations can be put in place. Because
Sure.
if it's not, we're just going to continue down this path, which is, you know, rampant sex abuse.
Yeah,
and-
but are you guys also taking a look at like the caliber and the type of people that are choosing to do this? I'm sure it's like pretty vast or whatever, but even if you're just watching, like if you ever caught like one of those HBO real sex type of things, and you know they interview all those type of girls that are doing that, and these women are choosing to also put themselves in these type of situations and, you know, choose to take the drugs and live this sort of lifestyle. So therefore, I think it kind of, I mean, it's all a choice, yeah, but it comes down to like, I mean, if you can protect somebody in any way, shape, or form, obviously that's the key. But if you're willing to put yourself in these situations and take that road into that sort of lifestyle, then it's all
But
like
that-
it's
that
all game for you.
road- That road is oftentimes not one that you choose to be on. Like the economic struggles in this
Desperate
country.
times call for desperate measures,
Right.
you know?
And like I hate to
yeah.
think about that somebody would sell themselves, you know, for formula, but this is what's happening. Like it's happening. And if they're also going to be incarcerated for that to protect their, you know, their family or their lifestyle, we're talking about the way that some people are having to live because of the country and the struggles that we're all dealing with. I mean, I think it's serious, and I think they're great for putting laws into place to protect.
Right. And another part of them doing it this way and pushing them into these areas, into brothels and stuff, and keeping them from being out on the street is to keep them from disrupting the public. So you don't have a hooker out on your corner in front of your house trying to hook up with someone, you know. It's putting them into an area that's away from the public's eye.
Yeah. I says if you're going to do it, that's the way to do it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Right.
it's one of those things, you know, going back to, Wheaties that, you know, victimless crimes. I mean, you do what floats your boat, you know, but as long
Right.
as you're not hurting anyone. And
Right.
I'm on board with the idea
Or
of-
yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Well,
Is
I
prostitution
think, you know,
hurting
with
yourself?
your body, you do your thing. I don't think the government has any right to tell
That's
you
where
what
it comes
to
down
do.
to it's your body, it's your
Exactly.
right to do with
However,
it what you want.
So, you know, to answer sort of my whole idea on this, is this a negative thing? No. I think, if you decide to go this way, it's going to only protect you and not come into a sort of, the government's trying to tell you what to do sort of thing.
But
If
is
that
there
makes
that
sense.
happy medium? Are we going to allow this and then
Is
it's
there
going to be
ever a happy medium with the
over-regulated?
Right.
They'll be like, you can have sex this way.
But
with-
now you're gonna pay taxes. on it.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. If the government
Right?
gets involved in that, guaranteed. Like, that's all. This is America, people. All we care about is money, apparently.
Well, this is in Canada, but
But you know what I mean?
Right,
Like, if our
exactly.
government
if
here,
our
would-
government does it, they're gonna
Sure.
have their hands deep in your pockets with that, John.
Yeah,
Dude.
just like if it were to happen with marijuana, like, yes, we would all love for it to be legal. How amazing! But as soon as it is, it's like,
gonna be a money
how
thing.
much
Right.
money can I make from this? You know, it's just how it is.
That's a very good point.
Which is, I think it was Normal. Was it Normal? Somebody wrote a $14 billion check and presented it to on the steps of Congress or something like that. $14 billion check saying this is what you get in a year if we legalize and tax marijuana. $14 billion.
Holy shit.
We're talking with a B. Like, what could we do for the schooling, for the education system?
Seriously,
For
dude, off
the
the
health
hook.
systems. Like,
for people not having to prostitute themselves,
there you go.
let's create some jobs or something here.
Right?
Oh.
Beautiful. All right, guys. This is Sexpot Radio. We're not commercial. We're killing it. Good
This is
fun.
the
A little bit of a crazy mishmash of everything going on, but we'll get it together. Stick with us.
It's all love.
Yeah.
Peace and love, people.
If there's anything that you'd like to hear us talk about on the show, be sure to message December or I, so
Or
we can
Vi.
cover those topics that you
Or the
wanna
VI.
hear about.
Or the VI.
Do you care if I abbreviate, do the VI?
Just call her name.
Call it
Damn.
VI. Does that not sound cool?
People like to
That's
call
what I said.
That's whatever.
Dude,
whatever.
I got this really awesome mug somebody got me because it has like the VI with a
It
little
says it?
smiley face.
Oh.
It's
That's
from
sick.
Village Inn, but
See?
I'm like, I'll take it.
So hit us up on Facebook. Find us, Hemtress December on Facebook. Jenny Cush.
Yep.
On Facebook.
I want a cool name.
We'll get you one. Vi's pretty cool.
Oh, I got it.
know.
You'll like this one because you know my old name. How about Hashley Blazin?
Actually blazing.
Nice.
Oh,
I like it.
shit.
I like it.
That's awesome.
All right, big
T-shirts
ups
coming.
to our photographer, Pimp her.
Yes, thank you very much, Brooke.
You're welcome.
What's the name of your
Brooklyn Bliss.
Brooklyn Bliss Photography? Find her on Facebook.
FB.
Awesome pictures.
We're all connected.
Super
Jesus
stoked,
Christ.
right? It's the web.
I'll be sure to post a link to your page too,
Yeah,
Brooke.
we all will.
So
All right, thanks guys, and we'll see you next week. I'm Hemtress September. Stay lifted.
I'm Jenny Cush. You all have a good week.
I'm Hashley Blazin. Peace and love.
I'm Maddie. Bye-bye.
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable